The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions.
What's up, players? Get it? We playing the game. Nice to Detroit.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Ford Field.
Strong. This man come out in the strong formation already.
A first down throw for Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Getting 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 99. Check 99. Here we go, even.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here we go. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch the twist. Shit. 5 on the 50. 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 5 on the 50.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Escaping the and a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Wait. Mike 38. Flip.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill, turn up. Check three. Sponge. No. Hey, 5 on the 50.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Down. Shea, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well,
niggas in that bear formation.
When we were watching film, you said right down
hate
the
that
word
formation.
vision for him. It was on
That's
display
all
there,
niggas
wasn't
running.
it?
3-4 odd and bear, bro. That
That
makes no sense, bro. Y'all can't run nothing else.
It'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. John Simon in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions.
That's the kill here, my nigga.
Line of scrimmage, the 37.
Of course he's going to hold
first
out.
and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That's my fault. I should have been able to break that one.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Let's see what he's running on.
A shotgun snap for Donald. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups.
Tried to low pass it so he couldn't get it, but
unable to do so on that play.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there. Looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete here.
Winston's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's got 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives.
I guess my foot was out.
After the catch as well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Third and 2, Darnold. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first
He covered
down.
that nigga. He was open for me to go to X. I just stayed patient till circle came open. Only needed a couple of yards, so.
On first down,
Dang, these niggas tackle crazy.
He'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, this should be a hit. This should definitely be a hit.
On 2nd down, Shea. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Thomas has got it. Complete.
I probably could have took that deep shot right there, but I didn't.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver
You said what?
in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
How did he even get back to period anyway?
There, no gain, and it's 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Bro, you keep pausing the game. Come on. Oh.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends
No. Fuck, man. Damn, son.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh. Pistol spread.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Winston. He's going to air one out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check the backer. Hatch it. Slam. Even. Come on. Get Sunday.
Richard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion. Put people under pressure now.
Bro, I ID the mic on that nigga and everything. That's crazy, son.
E.J. Gaines. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first
That's
half.
bogus. Niggas ID the mic on that nigga and everything, and that nigga still get through.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This is Michelle on the counter.
Y'all niggas on hold. Y'all blocked.
Here is this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Michelle. And an alley to run. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Bro, why'd I put him at the 40? Yo, Madden really cheating right now.
The Detroit
What?
ready to begin their drive. The results for them
What?
so far not that great. Well,
Oh my god.
3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're
This
looking
game's
at your
cheating, bro.
trying to figure out which
Yo, this game really just cheated me, bro. How I put the ball in and put him back at the 40? He was dead. Oh my. Alright, man.
Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone.
This game really cheating, son.
Here, this will be a touchback.
Putting that ball inside the 20. This nigga comes all the way out to the 40. How?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man open, that's Harry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Chris Jones on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Winston. He'll swing this one out to Richard. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3 down.
From the gun, Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the pass complete to Anunwa. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Pressure.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now this throw.
Wow, that's crazy. That's not bad. This nigga was trying to block me before I even got to the ball.
Tackled there. They'll get 17
that was
that
tough.
time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
Off the play fake, Winston. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. First down, Winston. Pass complete to Richard, the running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And able to work his way down to the 16.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Hey, 5 on the 50. Check 5 on the 50. Check 13. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Hey, 5-0.
They'll go with Foreman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 4th down, Winston. And this is incomplete. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Michelle, fighting to get back to the goal.
God.
I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Nunez got it. Complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Jameis now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jameis again. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And it's Michel once again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I didn't even do that.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Burton, his third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Tampa Bay, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?